Today is a special day because we are doing something a little bit different today. We are using two mediums on this one piece of art. We're going to do watercolor as well as crayons. Now this piece of art that we're doing today is by special request for a unicorn. So you're welcome to do unicorn. If you don't want to do a unicorn, do a horse. Do it brown or black or white or gray, whatever you want to do. Now we're going to use watercolor on the rainbow, crayon on the horse. You're going to need a pencil, eraser, and ruler as well. And get two round objects. I used a yogurt lid for this round circle, and I used something even bigger, like a big coffee can lid, to make the arcs. So you're going to need two kinds of circles to make that. And that's about all. All right, let's get started. All right, so the first thing we're going to do is take our circular object that fits nicely onto our paper, and I'm going to make sure it's centered on both sides, and then I'm lightly going to trace around it with my pencil. So the next thing I want to do is trace the arcs of my rainbow. And now I know I have 7 colors of my rainbow. I'm going to start at the top with red and go all the way to the bottom with violet. So I'm going to move my ruler right down to the 7 to the bottom of the page, and I'm going to make that my first notch. And then I'm going to go up to the 6, make a notch, 5, 3, 1. I'm going to do it on the other side too. 7 is at the bottom. Now I'm going to get my large circular object, and I'm going to line up right on the edges of my object, and I'm going to draw the arch from that point to that point. Don't worry if it's not perfect. That's going to be my red arc. Do the same with the next one. That'll be my orange arc. Keep going all the way down to 7 till you have 7 arcs. When the circle for the horse is in your way, don't go over it, just go to the sides of it. Our rainbow is going to be behind our horse picture. If you forget and get a little line in your circle, don't worry, just erase it. Okay, so I'm ready to paint my arches now with my watercolors. So my friends, if you remember, with watercolor we have to be careful because the colors can bleed. Right now we only want to do our red, and if we do the orange right after it and the red is still wet, it's going to bleed. So I think what we'll do is we'll do every other one. So the first thing I'm going to do, put my brush in water to get it wet, and I'm going to dip it into my red color. So make sure you get that wet brush into that red paint and get your brush full of red paint. And then we're going to go on top of our paper. Now I'm going to dip into the water again and make my paper wet a little bit. Let's paint that whole top arc red. Now when that dries, it will be lighter, and we can go over it later if we want to. Put your brush in the water, clean it. Make sure it's nice and wet, then dip into your yellow. And we're going to skip over the one right beside the red. We're going to go to this one. Ooh, that's a nice bright yellow I have. Our next color will be green, but we're going to skip that until our yellow dries. So get some blue, a light blue. Now we don't have a full arc because our blue is kind of behind the start of our horse picture, so we only have to go along the edges here. So be careful going around the circle that you drew for your horse. I have a pretty fat brush here. I might need to go to a smaller brush to get into the tiny little bits here. All right, our next one will be indigo, which is a darker blue. We're going to skip that and go right to our violet, our purple. Okay, while that dries, get your pencil, get your eraser ready. We're going to draw the horse, which will either end up as a horse or a unicorn. That's up to you. We're going to do that together, and I'm going to show you just an easy way to make it using shapes. We're going to use circles, maybe some rectangular, triangular shapes. All right, let's start with kind of a circle for the horse's head. Not too big, not too small. Depends on how big your circle is, so I'm not going to tell you how big to make it. but you just decide what would look best for the space that you have here. There. After I do that circle, I'm going to do a bit of a shape like a long, snouty rectangular. But I'm not going to make square edges, not pointy edges. After I do that, I'm going to come around from the head down to the neck, which is kind of straight down and then curves a little as it goes to the horse's back. But we're not drawing the horse's back, so all we see is a nice long neck. And maybe the other side of the neck goes from where the snout attaches to the jaw, and we can just make that go down. Now step back and have a look at it. Does yours look too skinny? Does it look too fat? You can erase it and make adjustments right here. Okay, now let's put the horse's eye in. We're not going to put a whole big circle of the eye. First, we're going to put like the top arch. And then under that, we'll put a bit of a circle, I guess a bit of a circle, a bit of the eyeball. But you see, we're not putting the whole round eye in here. And then I'm going to put another one in there. And then I'm putting a little square in there because that is where I'm going to leave white right in the center there. And that will make the horse's eye shine. For the nostril, we only see one. I'm going to make kind of like a square shape, or maybe kind of rectangular. And the mouth, well, we'll just say he's kind of smiling. You can put your horse's mouth open if you want. Let's get his ear. It's kind of a triangle shape, but it's pointier at the top than it is at the bottom. It almost comes down to a bit of a tree, like a Christmas tree, right? Pointy at the top. And let's make another one. Maybe go this way. Your ears can both stand up if you want them to. Now this ear, I'm not going to make it go all the way down to the head because we have a mane here. And I think if it's a unicorn, it's going to have a horn too. So I'm just going to put a bit of a flop of a mane here. I'm going to put some in the back now. Now the horse's mane is kind of just, because this, especially if it's a unicorn, it's just kind of looking whimsical. I use that word a lot. So just make it like it's flowing behind the horse. Easy little shapes like this blowing in the wind. Okay? If you're going to draw a unicorn, don't worry about the horn. We're not going to make that yet. Now, just see if there's any lines you need to erase. Get your brush, get it wet, dip it into your orange, get your orange nice and wet, and then let's go gently on the orange bar. Go right up to the red. Your red should be dry by now, and it's okay if it's not, because we're going to want it to blend just a little. Now I'm getting some water on my brush, and I'm going over that yellow line with a little bit of the orange just to make it blend. My orange isn't very dark though, so I want it darker. Then I'm going to dip into my green. First clean your brush. Into the green. The next color I'm going to do is the indigo, which is a dark blue, which I think I have run out of. Let's see, a little bit left there. Okay, as for what's going to go on down here, this last little bit that isn't part of the rainbow, I think I'll just put a little mix of colors in here. I'm just going to get it wet. Don't go on the horse's circle. There's a little bit of red and a little bit of purple, a little bit of blue. Okay, paints are going away for now. It's time to get our crayons. Now I am going to do a unicorn, but if you want to do a horse, then you get whatever color of the horse you want right now. My unicorn, of course, is going to be white. I'm going to use a purple for the outline of my horse. I'm also going to color some of the mane. Maybe I'll do purple, blues, and pinks for the mane. Just randomly coloring different ones. Oh, I have this interesting looking green too. When I have an idea of how my colors are looking, then I can go back and do it a little darker. Your brown or your black horse will have brown and maybe even some white on it, maybe some light brown or some tan or beige. Okay, I'm going to do my unicorn's ears, and I'm going to go over some of the parts of the horse itself and give it more purple, some shading under the neck, over the eye. Its nose and its mouth is going to be a solid line. I'm going to go along the outside of the eye. I do want a black eyeball. I'm going to try to leave that little white spot as it is. If you want to color your whole unicorn pink or purple, go ahead. Who is going to argue that there's no such thing as a pink or purple unicorn? Really? I'm just doing some shading here and there. I think I want a little bit darker purple on some of my mane. So I'm going with my darker purple and I'm just adding some streaks. I'm going to have my mane go right off out of my circle now into my paints that are dry, hopefully. Okay, and for the unicorn horn, if you want to do a pencil first, let's do it like almost at the end of the circle, a line coming down, maybe just above that ear. It's not really big. I'm going to use a purple crayon. There's our unicorn, or horse if you have a horse, of course. But a unicorn is a horse, of course. Thanks for watching, everybody. More tutorials in crayon and paints on my channel, Yela Productions. Check them out, have fun, and be creative. Bye!